Good afternoon. My name is Oleksiy Sierokov, Honorary Consul of Ukraine in Mombasa. They can access Ukraine still because borders are open between Ukraine and Poland, Slovakia, Romania and Hungary. But we are moving them tomorrow, 23 people to Poland, and on Monday a few remained 4 should be to Romania, to Bucharest. Not trip supposed to finished on last Monday. Yeah, and more than 100 people we sent back to Europe in time, and only 25 who remained. Even we have some tourists who is planning to stay in Kenya for a few months and wait for the better.
Maybe some who are unwilling to go back.
Yes, we have a few families who is waiting for the better in Kenya. For them, we are going to extend visas. Skies in Ukraine now closed. Yeah, and a lot of civil and military airports was bombed and destroyed. So when it will be fixed after the war, yeah, of course, then we can talk about the resuming. How to resume the charter flights. For now, crafts can fly only from other European countries like Poland, Romania, Czech Republic. First of all, the easiest ways, my advice for all Kenyans and to Kenyan government, stop to buy Russian products. If you can see on the shelf something produced in Ukraine, kindly buy. This way you are going to help us. From people of Ukraine we receive some requests, if it's possible, to send them some medical stuff, maybe some food. Ukraine is usually growing the wheat, yeah, and grain. And what we can grow in Ukraine it will be enough to feed all African continent. But because war, we are not able to start this agriculture process. But yeah, Ukraine itself, we are okay with wheat we have in our warehouses enough for the year. But if we can receive maybe groundnuts from Kenya, maybe some fruits like avocado, yeah, it will help to improve our menu in Ukraine for soldiers and for people who is staying now. Currently in Kenya we have around 100 Ukrainians, yeah, who has a working permit and working here, or who maybe in marriage. How many Ukrainians can come to Kenya? It depends on us, how we are going to promote Kenya. But I believe it's very good and big opportunities for our guys and businessmen to come here. For example, I already received requests from my older brother. He was asking, Alex, can I come run business and stay with you? Of course, welcome.
I understand that 21 of them will be leaving this Saturday to go back home, and the remaining 4 will actually leave on Monday. So most of the tourists, despite the different speculations that have been there, most of the tourists that actually came to Mombasa are now safely back in their homes in Ukraine, and this is courtesy of the support we have received. We've had complimentary rates from different airlines, particularly KLM, Qatar Airways and Turkish Airlines, who have come on board to ensure that these tourists are actually safely evacuated home in a very efficient and timely manner, but at the same time in a manner that ensures that the rates are quite affordable for them. Mombasa's tourism industry was booming, and it was booming because of the direct charter flights we were getting every other week from this market. And definitely, I can assure you, with the war that is happening there, the tourism industry will definitely be affected, especially because we were trying to expand our partnership between Ukraine and Kenya, and particularly Mombasa, beyond Odessa, to actually cover other cities within Ukraine and also other cities within the European market. And particularly, we were targeting the Easter festivities to ensure that most of these guests are actually celebrating their Easter festivities here in Mombasa, courtesy of the different hotels and the different tourism products and services our stakeholders had actually had in store for our guests. But that is not going to happen because of the war, and definitely as an industry we may need now to come up with other measures on how we can basically attract other markets to come to Mombasa and help us as we embark on this journey of supporting recovery in the tourism industry. Remember, our partnership started last quarter, last year. But this year we received about 1,000 guests from Ukraine just between January and February. And every charter flight that lands in Moi International Airport had a minimum of 200 guests. The last one was the one that arrived here on Feb 18th. And the one that I'm saying that most of them, despite having planned to stay in Mombasa longer, had to be evacuated to actually go back home to their families because of the war. And currently we only have 25 remaining, and the 25 have actually expressed interest to go back home, and they will be going back home on Saturday and Monday this coming week. So our partnership was being expanded away from just tourism and hospitality, but also to touch on these other areas of investment that exist within not only Mombasa, but the entire coastal region. But of course now with this war, that means that those plans will be halted. We had initially planned to host a high-powered delegation from the European market, drawn from the business community there, that have expressed their interest to actually come and invest in Mombasa. That is culminating from the different engagements we've had with them through our Directorate of Sister Cities. But I believe those plans will now have to be halted until the situation in Ukraine actually improves. So we are at a loss, not only from the tourism and hospitality front, but also from other prospective areas of partnership that we were just about to explore before the war started down there.